Hey, what's up guys, this is 9 and you're watching a Call of Duty Ghosts Ground War Domination on the Xbox One. I'm using the VKS and I'm playing on the map Octane, and today what I want to talk about is the upcoming Onslaught DLC coming out on January 28th at the end of this month on Xbox Live. So recently, some Call of Duty Ghosts Onslaught DLC promotional material has been arriving at gaming stores such as GameStop, and one of the employees has leaked a poster that shows us the name of the 4 new maps, a new gun, and an add-on to the Extinction game mode. So in this video, I want to go a little bit deeper than just reporting to you the information that's on this leaked poster. I want to talk a little bit about the Ignition map here. So Ignition is one of the 4 new maps that's coming out in the Onslaught DLC on the 28th of this month. There's also going to be 3 other maps, so Fog, Bayview, and Containment, as well as a new weapon called the Maverick and an add-on to the Extinction game mode called Nightfall. And what's special about Ignition is it looks like it's a map from Modern Warfare 2 reskinned. So if you guys didn't know, the map Strike Zone in Call of Duty Ghosts is a reskinned version of the map Dome from Modern Warfare 3, and I believe Ignition is a reskinned version of Scrapyard from Modern Warfare 2. So keep in mind we're still a ways away from the release of the Onslaught DLC. Right now this is just speculation, but if you take a close look at the screenshot for Ignition, there's a lot of similarities between that and Scrapyard. So I'll break down the evidence on screen here in a minute to show you guys the similarities between Ignition and Scrapyard, so you guys can understand what I'm saying here. But first of all, I'd just like to say if they start bringing back maps from previous CODs and bringing them into Call of Duty Ghosts, I think Call of Duty Ghosts is going to get really awesome. Because right now I think the #1 complaint from a lot of people is that the maps are too big and, you know, they don't really feel like Call of Duty maps, that they don't feel the same way that they felt in the past. And it makes sense because, you know what, over the years the developers change, people come and they go, and people have different ideas. So it's not the same people making the maps in Call of Duty Ghosts as we had in Modern Warfare 2, for example, which is what I believe Ignition is going to be from. So if you guys have never played Modern Warfare 2 and you've never played Scrapyard, it's quite a small map. So Ignition is probably going to be the second smallest map in the game, I would say, right after Strike Zone. It's one of those maps that never got voted to skip. In the rotation in Modern Warfare 2, no map would really be able to outvote Scrapyard. It was that popular. So if they keep bringing back maps from previous CODs, I think it's going to work really well, because a lot of people right now feel like the maps we have in Ghosts right now are a little bit on the large side, and the maps from previous Call of Duties have always been a little bit smaller, which in turn makes them more fast-paced. So I think by bringing back some of these maps, Infinity Ward is definitely moving in the right direction. And yes, this has been done in the past by both Infinity Ward and Treyarch, so it was kind of predictable. They've been known to bring back maps from previous CODs in the past, but I think with Ghosts, it's going to be especially significant because the maps are so much different than what we've seen in other COD titles. So bringing back something like Scrapyard from Modern Warfare 2 and reskinning it is going to have quite a different feel than the typical Call of Duty Ghost map. So now I'm going to show you an image that compares Ignition from the Onslaught DLC that's coming out at the end of this month and compare it to Scrapyard from Modern Warfare 2. So as you can see on the right side of these images, there's on the top with Scrapyard a large body of a plane on the right side, and then on the Ignition image they have that same kind of structure except it's not a plane. So that's the idea with reskinning. They make stuff look different, but it's basically the same layout. So moving on the left side of the screen you can see that in both images there's a warehouse on the left, and on the top image from Modern Warfare 2 there's a number 2 on the warehouse, and then on the Ignition image from the upcoming Onslaught DLC there's a number 3 on the warehouse. So that's kind of interesting. It's kind of like a mini Easter egg that ties the 2 maps together. So I think that's further evidence that Ignition is going to be a reskinned version of Modern Warfare 2's Scrapyard. And just as the final observation here on Ignition, you can see in the bottom screenshot there's a crate right in the middle of the screenshot on the floor, and then on the top screenshot on Modern Warfare 2's Scrapyard there's a truck in that place. So at this point in time, the Onslaught DLC's Ignition map seems very similar to Modern Warfare 2's Scrapyard, but of course I don't think we can be 100% sure until we get a little bit closer to the release of the Onslaught DLC, or maybe even until the Onslaught DLC's release. But hey, if you're not subscribed to me, make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date with this kind of stuff. I also post sniper gameplays on a regular basis. This one you're watching here is a 59-7 ground war on Octane. And hey, let me ask you guys a question. If you could have any Call of Duty map brought back into Call of Duty Ghosts, what map would you choose? Personally, I would have to say Terminal. It's a great map for all game modes, especially free-for-all. I really enjoy playing that map. Unfortunately, Terminal has already been brought back into Modern Warfare 3, so I don't know if they would do it again, but I have to say Terminal is a great map and I really wish they would bring it back. I just don't know if they would actually do it. So one more question for you guys before I end this video. If you could have one weapon brought back from a previous Call of Duty game and brought into Ghosts as DLC, what weapon would you want? So with Onslaught, we've got a brand new weapon that's never been in a previous Call of Duty. It's called the Maverick. But if you could have a gun from a previous Call of Duty, like, I don't know, I would probably say the Intervention, or maybe, yeah, I'd say probably the Intervention. But what would you choose if you could pick any weapon from a previous Call of Duty game to return to Call of Duty Ghosts? You know what? I think now more than ever it would be cool to have weapons or maps from previous Call of Duty games, because this year with the next gen consoles, like, I think a lot of people are not able to play previous Call of Duty games anymore because they might have sold their 360 or their PS3 and now they just have the next gen console, and there's no way with these next gen consoles to play previous Call of Duty games. I know, first world problems, but I mean, if Infinity Ward or Activision wants to make some extra money, I think it would be really appealing if they reskinned weapons. Like, even if they made the USR look like an Intervention, and you could pay to have your USR look like an Intervention. Like, I think that would be worth it. A lot more worth it than having your guard dog look like a wolf. That one didn't really appeal to me. Maybe I'm not the target audience for that one, but I don't know. I just think it'd be really cool to be able to use weapons from previous CODs, especially because, like, you know, in my case, I just have my Xbox One hooked up, so I can't go back and play Modern Warfare 2. I'm probably gonna sell my 360 too, which I don't know. I'm still debating on that, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you guys think that reskinning weapons would be cool? And what weapon would you want to see? Like I said, I would like the Intervention. But anyways, we're getting towards the end of the game here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe gave you some things to think about and some new information about the upcoming DLC. If you did enjoy this video and you learned something, or you were entertained, consider leaving a like on this video. It only takes 2 seconds to leave a like. Let's see if we can get this video to 2,000 likes. That would be amazing. It really helps me out a lot. It really helps my channel grow. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I post Call of Duty videos like on a regular basis. So yeah, I hope I will see you guys tomorrow with the new video, if you choose to come back and watch. And yeah, peace out, guys.